Alright, welcome to our class website, which is actually a blog. For those of you who were in my class last year, notice the URL has changed because this isn't just SL Math, it's IBSL and also Honors Pre-Calculus. So I changed the URL nbpshicksonmath.blogspot.com. Here is where you will find all of your homework assignments, or I should say independent practice assignments, announcements about upcoming tests or quizzes, and various other resources that I'll post on here. In this area right here for the different blog posts. I will also post links to videos of our lessons and lots of different stuff that I hope will be really helpful for you. A couple things over here on the side. IB class, I'll look at some of these extras with you, but notice both classes have the Do Me First link. That's a link to a Word doc, or I'm sorry, a Google Doc that will have our daily problem. When you come into class, you should start on that problem. As I have to switch classrooms this year, I'm going to need you guys to be responsible and get going on that right away so that we don't waste time, and that I think will be a good opportunity to briefly review what we did the previous day and move on. Even if the previous day was a test or a quiz, I'll have something up there, maybe an IB review question or maybe an SAT prep problem or something like that. Also, if you haven't already, please don't buy the textbook unless you really like having a hard copy, because I have PDF versions of both textbooks here that you can download. I do recommend that you actually download it to your hard drive. Otherwise, it'll take a few minutes to load every time you try to access it. And also, it'll take a long time to get down to the page you want, particularly once we get later in the year. Here is the class syllabus that will go over the first day of class, and also a link to a Google Drive folder where I will post PDFs of our notes that we do every day. Many last year found that very useful, especially if you're absent, or if you just like to take a bare bones type of notes in class and then use that to supplement, particularly when we're working through examples. If it helps you just to watch the example more than try to copy it down, you can always go back to that document and get the rest of it for your notes later if you want. A couple links that are in common for both classes. I'm going to be using Socrative or Socrative throughout the year for different formative assessments. This will be, when we do this, will be some of the few times you're actually allowed to use your cell phone or laptop or tablet. There is a Socrative app that you can download, or you can just go to the website. My classroom name is going to be Hickson NBPS. The capitalization doesn't matter, but just so you can see what that looks like here, it'll bring you here and you'll type in Hickson NBPS, join room, and when I have an activity started, it'll have that showing there. Okay. Another thing, important class documents. Again, your syllabus, some other things for IB primarily. Actually, most of these links are simply repeats of others, but if you can't find something for some reason, they're here as well. Also, the test or quiz makeup schedule. If you miss a day and have to reschedule a test or quiz, and we can also use this for reassessments. This is a link to a Google Doc, and on that Google Doc I will be updating this, so you can ignore that for a moment. But you can see here, you'll put your name, what class period I have you for class, what test or quiz you missed, and then the day and time that you're going to make it up. You may tell me this, but I need you to put it in here so that it's official and we can see it and both of us can remember. And that became a really useful tool for us last year. Let me go back to our class website. The student request for reassessment form, you can print that off and fill it out. It does need to be printed off so that I can write on it, and so that you and your parents can sign it if that's necessary, but I'm sure you'll all do great and you won't need to do any retakes this year. There are also some external links, and I'll click on this and we'll end with this. Cengage and CalcChat. This should say Pre-Calculus Honors. Cengage has online practice. CalcChat has solutions to all the odd number problems. Another one I'm going to add to this is Slader. And Slader, at least for the Honors Pre-Calculus, has all the solutions to all the problems, even and odd. Here's some tutorial sites for how to use your NSPIRE or your TI-83 or 84. Here's some tutorial websites, including my own that I developed over the summer. It's mostly basic algebra, but if you're stuck on how to do some basic algebra like solving a system of equations or graphing a quadratic, that might be a good resource for you. I'm sure you all heard of Khan Academy, but also Patrick JMT is a really good one, especially for upper level. And then there's also some SAT and IB prep that's available here as well. Okay, so I hope this website will be very, very helpful for you. And throughout the year, please don't hesitate to contact me with questions if you have any that this site can't answer. All right. So I'm looking forward to a great year, and thanks for watching.